Welcome back to Good Day Big Bear and Find a Home in Big Bear. A Monday morning, and it's Monday the 20th of. You knew that too? Yeah, well, I was the one who never seems to know it.
And this weekend is Memorial Weekend.
Yes, this has been going on. We keep thinking, no, it's the last weekend of
I always thought it was
the last weekend of May, but this is the last weekend of May, because next week is June 1 on Saturday, which is the wine walk, the Diane Sloan concert, the kickoff.
All the parties.
Way busy going all next week there. So I'm John Wells.
Dan Bathurst.
Exit Realty.
Exit Realty.
That's where we are.
That's what we are.
You know, I had I spent a little extra time in the store. We have a little store here in the village for the wife this weekend, and there are so many people that came up here only for the reason of looking at real estate. I had folks from Havasu. I had 3 or 4 couples from Vegas. So I'm out of cards again.
Well, the great thing is they were also here for the trout.
Well, the Trout Fest? No, they weren't here for that. They didn't know about the car show. They didn't know about...
Seriously?
Yeah, they only came up here to buy real estate because they've been watching online, and they're seeing that our market is lagging behind the other markets in California, which seem to have just exploded.
Yeah.
And we're kind of creeping up a little bit, so they're seeing some real bargains in our market, which are still to be had.
Yeah. Well, inventory is still an issue, no matter what. And that's what's really pushing it on a lot of the areas.
We had 9 come out of pending, and we had 15 go into pending on residential. So we're kind of right there. And last week I think we were 383 listings. This week we're 385.
Yeah.
So net gain of 2.
Those.
So we're still there. From 58,000 to 3,990,000 is our residential market. Now that's the regular residential stuff there going on. 129 in pending. Still
that's
a
amazing,
chunk in pending, from 59,000 to 1,000,003.
I can't even fathom how that's happening. How that's staying in. Those are all in pending.
They're you know, every time something comes out, something else goes in. I mean, it seems to be our numbers staying pretty consistent, but we're seeing a lot of turnover.
Well, our listing numbers are pretty consistent too.
Yes, yes. We've got 290 sold year to date, from 41,000 to 2,006,000. 74 of those are cash in the residential market, which is 27%. Last year, this same date, our average sale was 301. This year, we're at 284. Is our average sale. We're at 1,591 square feet, so that average sale's creeping up.
And that's a good thing.
We were at about 160 2 months ago.
What's our cash on that?
Cash, we've had 27% cash.
Okay, so that's telling you that the financing is really starting to pick up.
Yes.
You know, and in the interim of that, we are pretty much, for all those that are out there in that under 200 range, that want to put your house on the market, this is a great time to get it out there.
Rates are still low.
When we are averaging at 284, that's telling you that low end inventory is very, very small.
It's almost gone.
It's almost gone.
It's almost gone.
So this is a great time to list your house and get it out on the market. That seems to be the real area that people are looking, but what's happening is with that inventory gone, it's pushing the market up. It's pushing people up into a higher price range, which is great for those people. I think it's a very positive time in the real estate market right now.
And one of the things that I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, because traditionally for 60 some odd years, looking back at the stats, every time we get in a market that's accelerating like this, the interest rates start to creep up.
Yes.
And they're holding.
They're holding good right now, and I know that's just for the recovery end of it. So eventually, you know, everybody's going to say, well, the market is strong, things are going well, and those rates are going to change. So if you are a first-time buyer, there are a lot of programs out there for you right now that you should be getting involved with. This is an opportunity plus for young people that are instead of paying that horrendous rent for somebody else's payment.
And no tax write-offs, no nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
My daughter, I'll give you a great example. My daughter bought a home for $100,000. They pay $80 less a month right now than they did when they were renting, and they've got their own home and they're building their life,
Right.
and it's just amazing. They made $15,000 in escrow on the property.
And every time the market goes up 1%, you just made more money.
Yeah.
You just made more money on that house.
And that's what's happening throughout the whole industry, everywhere across the United States. So
Right.
it's a great opportunity for everyone.
So residential's looking pretty good. We're at 179 a foot. And we're at 96 and change. 96.4% of listing price is what they're closing for. So I think we have sellers that are realistic.
Yes.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing that.
Right.
We'd be 15% off, because we have sellers that are realistic, and we have buyers that can see the value, and we have financiers that are loaning the money, and the appraisers are proving out the value. So.
And the great thing is with the values going up in the homes, a lot of people that would be going into short sale and foreclosure are no longer doing that. They're actually getting refied, and there's a lot of benefit programs out there for them as well that are actually working, HARP being one of those. So with the property values escalating with our 284,000 average sales, is telling you that there's not so many people in that underwater situation right now.
You know, we've got a program that I use with John Porter from
fantastic
Lawyers Title that we can do. We can find out what the equity spread is
Right.
on a lot of these homes, from what people owe to what the market value is, and that margin's pretty thin. So I think a lot of these people that were going into short sale that had a big difference between what they owed and what the house was worth, they're pretty well done, because we're down to next to nothing in short sales, because a little bit of a tick in the market takes you out of that.
Right.
Takes you out of that.
Absolutely.
And what do we have left for short sales to sell? Not much.
Short sales are kind of amazing right now. We've only got 14 listed.
That's it.
That's it. We're done deal. So we've closed to date 48, 11 cash, meaning only 23% cash in the short sale. So it kind of tells you that the investors are kind of getting out of that, looking at the short sale, looking at the foreclosure, and they're actually looking at the resale now. So this is good times for anybody that is an investor getting into some of these programs. Those days on the market, 97% of the price. Their days on the market average 165 days. So, you can miss the whole market in value by waiting for one short sale to go through. So short sale is kind of yesterday's news, if you will.
That's good.
Especially again.
I did one. That. Oh my gosh!
Exactly.
The tension level was up here.
The great news is our foreclosures. We currently have 11 foreclosures.
Next to nothing there too.
Next to nothing. We've only done 27 foreclosures, we have 27 pending. We've done 57 for the year. We're halfway through the year, or pretty close to it, and our cash buyers there are 42%. And the reason they're 42% is because that's a more fixed number.
Right.
They know what they're negotiating.
Well, they're 98% of list price.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a pretty small variable.
But again, that average selling price is 153. So there's more of your
stuff.
low end that are going away as well. So that it's a good market right now for resale.
So foreclosures right now are only 5% of our available market.
Absolutely.
And we've seen them up in the 30 and 40% of the market.
And so that's all positive
past.
information, and it should give you enough drive to understand that this is definitely the time to get into the market, whether you're a buyer or a seller.
Lots and lands, kind of the same thing going on. We had 6 come out of closing. We had 7 go into pending. We had no new listings. We've got 277 lots from $4,500 to $4,340,000 on lots and lands. And little pop quiz for Danny here. Do you know which properties are the lowest and the highest in lots and lands?
Do I know which properties?
Where would they be? Where would they be? Where would the smallest lot be?
The lowest, then smallest is going to be in Baldwin.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Okay, and that's usually probably around a 2,500 square foot lot that can't be built on, and people are trying to give them away because they know they can't do anything with them unless they sell them to their neighbor.
Actually, it's a 40 by 80 lot.
Okay.
So, and it's $4,500, and its address is 0.
Nice address. Kind of tells you what you're going to get for
it. Zero out there. So that one now. Okay. Now here's kind of a trick bag. The most expensive one, $4,340,000 for a piece of dirt.
I think
Where's
probably
it at?
over in the Fawnskin area.
Try again, Kemosabe.
Lakefront.
Try again. That's
Onyx?
2. He's got 3. Oh, you're out of them altogether. Fox Farm Road.
Really?
Big Bear Boulevard and Fox Farm Road.
Wow.
Yes. How about that one?
How big is it?
How about this one? My glasses aren't working this morning. There, I'll show you that one.
I don't even have mine.
That's the commercial lot there, right next door to Stater Brothers, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Because Fox Farm would be the closest cross street there. That's 4,000,003. That's a big chunk of dirt. That goes way back up in there, all the way up to World Mark and.
Well, the
Up
good thing,
in that area there.
talking to Bill George, which is our building inspector up here for the building department, that there are so many plans in right now that we're actually
yes.
in a position of growth when it comes to seeing new construction come out. But a lot of those new constructions are going to be on the low end. And, you know, that's developers being smart. That's the market that's moving. That's the market that's in demand right now. And that's going to bring building back to Big Bear. And that's something that we all need to be focusing on and start educating our contractors on the value of doing this. Hopefully we'll get them back into the market as well soon.
And overall transactions are happening all over the place. We've got 203 transactions in pending right now.
Wow.
Which is medium
amazing.
strong. We've got 491 closed year to date, and last year 368.
Wow.
So we're 30% higher than we were last year this same time.
So listen, the most important thing at this point right now, if you're trying to sell your home on your own, don't.
It's tough.
Because we can get you the exposure that you need to get it out there. This is a hot market right now. This is the same type of bubble that we've experienced before, a little lower in the pricing range, but you're really not saving anything by not using an agent. You're actually creating more headaches for yourself. There's a good possibility that you're going to miss something in disclosures, title, termite reports, all the things, the home inspections, all the things that you need to provide for a buyer does not come easy.
No.
And if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to get yourself probably in a little bit of a bind. So at least seek the guidance of an agent. Talk to somebody, preferably us at Exit. We're more than happy to share our information with you. And we will soon be back on the boulevard. We're opening a new office there. So that's exciting.
We're doing drywall and stuff as we speak there.
Stuff, so
and just, you know, Dan mentioned exposure real quick. I know we got to go. But we got a call from one of our clients who lives in Alaska, has a property here, says, I can't find my thing on the internet. Where is it?
Yes.
And we pulled it up, and it's been on for a month or so it's had time to populate. It was on 540 different websites, and I stopped looking at that.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you need to have people who know what they're doing, whether it's Exit or anybody. Exit does do a better job than most, but I don't think I can say that. But find us at exitrealtybigbear.com. That's right. exitrealtybigbear.com, or you can get in touch with Dan or myself by giving us a call at
909-878-0522.
Have a wonderful Memorial Day. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and give us a call or an email for anything you want to do with real
We're going
estate.
on vacation, aren't we?
I know, yeah, we're both out.
We're skipping.
We're gone, yeah. See you later, bye.
Take care of yourself.